Hello and welcome to JavaScript Bytes on Learn Awesome, where we solve JavaScript problems quickly. Today we are going to fetch and display images using JavaScript. Before we write JavaScript, we need an HTML file to display our images. Let's create one. We are starting from scratch, so you can open your code editor and follow along. I'm in Visual Studio Code, so I'm just going to type HTML. It's going to present me with a menu, and I'm going to select second entry to create a boilerplate code. I'm going to call it. In this file, we'll need an image placeholder, which would show our image once fetched. So I'm going to create an image tag. I'm also going to add a script tag here and refer to an external script file that we would be using. Okay, our web page is now ready. Time to write some JavaScript. So here we are in the JavaScript file, and in JavaScript, we use the fetch function to make network requests. Think of it like a way to ask a website for data. We'll be using it to fetch an image from pixum.photos, which is an example images website. We are asking it here to provide us a 300 pixel image. So here we have defined the URL of the image and grabbed the image element in our HTML file using documents.getElementById. Now let's fetch the image. All right, here's what's happening step by step. Fetch image URL is making a request to the pixum.photos website to fetch the image. Once the image arrives, it's converted to a blob form, which is a raw file format that we need to use. This is followed by url.createObjectURL, which creates a temporary URL for the raw image. And then finally, the image element which we fetched here, we set its source to point to this local URL. And that line should result in the image displaying in the image tag in HTML file. So let's see that in action. So let me drag drop saved HTML file here. It's going to take a second. And yes, you can see the image fetched from the sample website. If we go to the network tab, reload, you can see it is being fetched from pixum.photo/300 and being displayed correctly. Okay, next let's say we didn't have an image tag in our HTML file. What can we do in that case? So let's create one using JavaScript and use that. Okay, our JavaScript is ready. So if I refresh the page now, you'll see two images, one from this original image tag and one dynamically created image. So let's see that. This image is the one that we just created and added to DOM. In this example, we convert our response directly to Blob. Next, I'm going to demonstrate an example which would be using response.ArrayBuffer. Why? So fetching an image as an array buffer might seem unnecessary at first, but it gives us full control over the raw binary data. This means we can process the image before displaying it, like resizing, applying effects like grayscale, or even encrypting it for secure storage. Let's see how that works. Okay, so here we are fetching raw image data, converting it into a blob, and displaying it. You won't notice a difference visually, but under the hood, we are working with raw bytes. This video is all about how to fetch data using different techniques, but in later videos, I'm also going to show you how to process that data and apply different effects when we use ArrayBuffer to fetch images. So let's first see if it fetches the image correctly. And now we have three images, and the third one was fetched using ArrayBuffer. Let's quickly compare the different ways we fetched images. Fetch plus blob is used for standard image fetching, fetch plus dynamic image when you need to create images dynamically, and fetch plus ArrayBuffer when you need to work with raw binary data and need to apply filters, compression, etc. Now you know multiple ways to fetch and display images in JavaScript. Which method do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. If this helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more JavaScript bites. Thanks for watching.